The reputation system is one of the most important parts of Star Citizen that will tie the mission's progression and give you reasons to actually play in the persistent universe. In Alpha 3.13, the next major patch, which is going to be in our hands really soon, the focus is on missions and reputation with them and how that ties together. So it is a massive change, so let's take a deeper dive into reputation now, what's coming, and then what's coming in the a bit further future. There are many aspects to the system, and the new updates to the reputation UI that's coming in 3.13 are not just confined to the addition of the UI, it's also more iterations and improvements to the whole system, fleshing it out even further. Any entity in game can technically have its reputation tracked with a player, and this is really going to be NPCs, mission givers, and guilds. Guilds are basically organizations for NPCs in game that sort of like might be Crusader Security or whatever. So I will interchangeably use guilds and orgs, although orgs obviously can be player orgs as well, if you see what I mean. So just bear with me. Within reputation, there are two major areas: affinity and confidence, as well as scopes for confidence levels. So affinity is how much a given NPC or guild likes you. It is affected by mission performance and what you do during that mission. Affinity might also be affected by other actions like illegally landing or doing criminal activity. So how does that actually affect you? Well, if you've got a negative affinity with an organization or guild or whatever, then they might attack you on sight, whereas a high affinity would have them treating you as a friendly. Attack a guild, a faction, or at ships, that will drop your affinity with them, but it could also raise it with an opposing faction. Confidence or career is the other side of the reputation system. For mission givers, that's sort of like how well you've done your job with them. Did you complete missions effectively in a timely manner and deal with the sub-objectives? Good. Did you fail a lot and do everything badly and keep on failing? Bad. A guild will track your career over various scopes. So this is a bit different from an individual mission giver. So the actual guild will maybe have you having your mining missions for them tracked, but also they might have a scope for bounty missions as well, which is a separate track. So you could be top tier in bounty hunting, but just be like neutral for their mining missions. But they could also have lots and lots and lots of different scopes for lost and found missions, combat missions, lots of different things. Basically a scope for each of the sectors that their missions will cover. This allows for different career proficiencies to be tracked within the same guild. This might also give you access to new missions once you reach certain levels. So yeah, within each of those scopes, standings and titles and ranks associated with them. So negative standings might mean that you're not eligible for any of their missions. A high rank could give you bonus payouts in their missions. So if you've done a load of bounty hunter missions, and you've done like some of the higher tier ones, then you might be getting lots and lots and lots and lots of potential rewards, and you might even get those reward bonuses if you go back to the lower tier missions. This system will be very useful in groups where you might want to share a mission that only you have access to because you've ascended to the top ranks of a particular sort of scope in a guild. It's also a reason to grind, getting high levels with these orgs and mission chains. However, maintaining these high ranks is also a thing, and values for reputation will start to deteriorate towards neutral over time. And this makes sense because obviously if you've done a load of things that mean you're blocked out of missions because you've got an incredibly negative reputation with them, well, that will actually deteriorate towards neutral over time. Bam, you can actually do those missions in a few weeks or whatever. Cloud Imperium have said, however, this is not to enforce a grind, but the higher end titles and reputations will require effort to get to and maintain. It would be incredibly hard to keep more than a couple of reputations at max, for example. And let's be real, this is going to be a bit of a grind, but hopefully in a positive way, give you reasons to play, to give you reasons to keep on doing those missions. I want the grind in Star Citizen to be fun, because I want to be doing lots and lots of missions and doing lots of PvP, PvE, industry, whatever I choose to do in the future. Further in the future as well, certain conversation choices or exactly how you solve a problem could affect the affinity and confidence of a mission giver, along with if you've maybe annoyed one of their associates. Maybe you handled a sub sort of mission very poorly or something, or killed someone that you should have saved but did complete the mission still, or that sort of thing. There is a lot they can do with this, even having NPCs comment on your choice of clothing or have it affect their opinion of you. orgs might have vastly different likes and dislikes as well. So pro PvP criminal orgs might be a thing, as well as PvE lawful ones, for example. Whatever gameplay you want to pursue, there's probably going to be an org and missions for you in the future. Boom! Reputation. I'm very hyped for more reasons to play Star Citizen more consistently and more constantly, and getting ranks and reputations and sort of mission access with this system is big for me. I love a way to track it. Now, some people are going to dislike it being tracked on UI because you're like, well, how can I quantify their like of me in a number? It is very much a gamified system, and I actually prefer these things not being obscured. I like seeing numbers. I like seeing this sort of data. In the short term, these mechanics will very much evolve based on player feedback and analytics, and in the next few patches you should see a lot of changes and additions to the reputation system, I would expect. But for me, reputation is such a massive thing to be getting into the game properly, and them starting to work on it now is great, tying lots of missions together, lots of gameplay loops, giving us a lot more reasons to play, and I'm very excited for it. But what do you think? Do you think reputation in 3.13 is actually going to open up a lot more of the game to a lot more types of gameplay and give us much more sort of reasons to play? Or is it going to be, well, there's still the same old missions, what's the sort of point? Are you excited by this form of progression? Do you like what the reputation sort of system is sounding like to you? Or do you hate this sort of thing being so obviously sort of in your face with numbers? Do you prefer it to be a bit more obscured and a bit more immersive? What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. I'm a massive NordVPN shill. Zin somehow represent shilling on the screen. In the current climate and modern digital age, you want your spaceships and internet browsing histories to remain yours and yours alone. I don't want some guy, let's call him Big Jake. I don't want Big Jake to see what I've been looking at. I don't want to even keep a record of what I've been looking at. No stealing my credit card infos. No, 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 no. NordVPN provides protection and anonymity, it makes you anonymous, and accessibility to the internet. And if you are looking for a VPN, consider it, because it's also cheap. We use the links below for discounts and deals. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and March is no different. We're giving away a trio of ships, one each to 3 lucky winners. This month with a Origin 100i, 125A and 135C, all with game packages. Zin, have them flying around screen. All you need to do to be in for a chance to win one of those is comment on any of my videos made throughout the month. More details down below in the description. Please remember to like, subscribe and share the video, tickle the bell, whatever that means. It helps grow the channel and helps us make content more regularly. If you would like to further support the channel, please consider becoming a YouTube member with the join button below the video. You'll get some exclusive content each month, as well as a badge and emotes to use in your comments. There's also Patreon and direct donation links too. It's all down in the description below. Click it, all of it. All of it. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great March and roll on Alpha 3.13. Say thanks for watching, Zin.
Thanks for watching, Zin.